Clippers a go. Ba-da-da. Tony's Topics. What's happening, folks? My name is Tony. Welcome to Tony's Topics. So what do I want to talk about today? First, let's kick it off with the NBA, and then we'll talk about the Billboard Music Awards. But anyway, so first up, the Clippers lost on Sunday. Golly, man. We were so close, right? Like, we were really, really close. Oh. Now, everybody wants to kind of say, where did the Clippers go from here? But, I mean, honestly, if there was a fault in the Clippers, I got to give it to Doc Rivers. I mean, you messed up on that one, Doc. It's like, it was even in his demeanor. You know, like Popovich, when Popovich goes to play, you can tell Popovich is at war. You know, he wants to minimize speaking. He's going to be professional. But at all points, Popovich wants to destroy you. You know, Doc Rivers was going around making jokes. Ha, 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 no big deal. Ha, 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 we wanted to come back for another night. Yeah, you got what you came for then. So all I'm saying is, okay, so how did Popovich mess up? Simple. He lost faith in his second string. All right, the starting five for the Clippers, really, the real starting five for the Clippers is Chris Paul, J.J. Redick, Jamal Crawford, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Now, all season long, I've been talking about moving Blake Griffin to small forward because what I was really trying to do was make space for Spencer Hawes, right? Because I knew Spencer Hawes was good enough. I mean, the guy was averaging 13 points a game. So I was like, Doc Rivers, you really need to get that guy somewhere in the mix. But, you know, Doc Rivers refused, and he was just determined to play Matt Barnes all season long, right? Well, we come to our Game 7, and lo and behold, Doc Rivers, I think, let Spencer Hawes touch the court for all of a minute, like literally 1 minute, you know. So he doesn't use his backups. His son, Aaron Rivers, who he's been trying to get into play all this time, he barely lets him, you know, I think he let him on the court for 14 minutes. The kid can get you 10 points. He's good for 10. He can guarantee you 10 points, but he needs 24 minutes to do it. You know, and you just got to know your tier of players. You know, you got some guys who are 12-minute players. They're just there to fill in the gap space when the star is taking a break. Then you got your 24-minute guys. Those guys can guarantee you 10 points every time, roughly 10 points. Then you got your, you know, your 30-minute guys. Those guys will get you like 15 points guaranteed. And then you got your 36-minute players or your stars, more or less. Okay? But the thing that happens all too often in playoff basketball is coaches just clinch up and they'll leave their star in there for the entire game. And so the star will start to fatigue and tire, and you saw it last night. There were so many bad plays involving Blake Griffin, and the only thing that you can attribute it to is fatigue. I mean, seriously, Doc, it's sprinting, high-paced basketball. Rest your man. What game were you watching? I mean, Blake was practically falling out in the third quarter. But, you know, it's cool. I mean, your punishment is punishment enough. Your team lost, and everybody who's watching that game or in that game knows it was your fault. Blake should have had a break. Spencer Hawes should have been played. Matt Barnes isn't a starter. And I can understand where Doc was going. He wants to have a 6'8" guy at small forward, but it's better to have quality than it is to have someone who looks like they meet the, you know, the description. Yeah, Matt Barnes might be 6'8", and he does hustle, but Matt Barnes can I don't think he can barely guarantee you 10 points. He's really not your starter. Jamal Crawford really is. Really is. Now, is Jamal Crawford 6'8"? No. But, I mean, good grief. You only got one guy who's like 6'8" on that entire team. So you might, I mean, you're going to have to play Rivers' son anyway in that position, so whatever. All I'm saying is, the starting lineup did fine, but there was already a liability in scoring in DeAndre Jordan. So you can't have two liabilities for scoring in Matt Barnes and DeAndre Jordan. That just means that the only people that can score that in the starting lineup is J.J. Redick, Chris Paul, and Blake Griffin. Oh, gosh. And we beat the Spurs, too! Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. So, the Billboard Music Awards. Really didn't watch the entire show. Just watched the Wiz Khalifa performance. See You Again. That guy knows how to put on a show. It's very entertaining. It's kind of like a, I don't know, I wasn't around during the Jimi Hendrix era, but it's pretty wild. That's my time. That's my topics. Thanks for watching.